For decades, corporate structures have relied on layers. Entry-level employees executed tasks. Senior leaders made strategic decisions. And in between sat middle management. Managers coordinated teams, approved workflows, consolidated reports, and translated executive strategy into operational action. But as automation accelerates, one layer is facing unusual pressure. Middle management. This is not about eliminating leadership. It is about compression. Artificial intelligence tools now generate reports automatically. Dashboards update in real time. Performance metrics are visible instantly. Project management platforms track progress without manual consolidation. Many of the coordination tasks that once justified multiple managerial layers are becoming more transparent and automated. In traditional organizations, information traveled upward through reporting chains. Today, executives can access live operational data directly. That reduces reliance on manual reporting layers. At the same time, AI systems assist with planning, forecasting, scheduling, and performance analysis. This changes how much oversight is required. When teams become smaller and more autonomous, supported by software, the need for multiple supervisory layers can decline. This doesn't mean all managers disappear, but it does mean the expectations for management are evolving. Routine oversight is becoming less valuable. Strategic leadership is becoming more important. There is a difference. Routine oversight focuses on status updates, task tracking, and compliance monitoring. Strategic leadership focuses on direction setting, decision-making, talent development, and cross-functional coordination. Organizations increasingly differentiate between these two categories. In some cases, companies are flattening structures. Fewer hierarchical levels, wider spans of control. More empowered teams supported by digital systems. The result can be fewer traditional management titles. For professionals currently in middle management roles, this shift can feel destabilizing. Career advancement historically followed a path. Individual contributor gives manager gives senior manager gives director gives executive. But if organizations compress layers, progression may look different. Some managers may need to transition back towards specialized expertise. Others may need to expand into strategic cross-functional leadership. Those who primarily rely on reporting, monitoring, and coordination may face the greatest pressure. Technology is absorbing parts of that function. This shift is already visible in industries that heavily adopt workflow automation. Technology companies, financial services firms, and digital native organizations often operate with flatter hierarchies. As AI tools become more accessible across sectors, similar patterns may spread. However, it is important to recognize what AI cannot replace. Human leadership still matters. Motivation, conflict resolution, negotiation, talent development, and cultural stewardship require human presence. The managers who evolve into strategic leaders will likely remain essential. The managers who remain focused on process tracking alone may face increased competition. There is also a generational factor. Younger professionals entering the workforce are often comfortable with self-directed digital collaboration. They rely less on hierarchical communication chains and more on transparent systems. This cultural shift further reduces reliance on traditional reporting layers. But none of this means middle management disappears overnight. It means the role must evolve. The future manager may function more like a systems architect and talent multiplier than a task supervisor. Instead of asking, "Are the reports complete?" the question becomes, "Is the system producing the right outcomes?" Instead of manually tracking productivity, leaders may focus on removing bottlenecks and improving alignment. In this environment, the most resilient managers will likely be those who develop strategic clarity, cross-functional coordination skills, technology fluency, high-level decision-making capability, and strong communication leadership. Middle management is not doomed, but it is exposed to structural change, and structural change always rewards adaptation. The organizations of the next decade may look leaner, flatter, and more technology integrated. The question for professionals is not whether management remains valuable. It is what kind of management remains valuable. Those who redefine their role proactively may thrive. Those who wait for structure to remain unchanged may struggle. AI is not replacing leadership. It is redefining what leadership requires.